world is full of restricted areas, abandoned ruins, and dark forests where humans simply do not belong. And the terrifying things caught on camera in these places prove exactly why. From massive unidentified predators lurking just out of sight, to absolute biological nightmares confronting people right in the middle of our own cities. These spine-chilling encounters show what happens when the absolute worst horrors of the unknown decide to cross over into our reality. Brace yourself, because these creatures appeared in places they definitely shouldn't exist. The Sky Demon. Starting off our list is this absolutely terrifying footage captured by an explorer paragliding high above a vast valley, who suddenly found himself face to face with a massive, flying red demon. The horrifying entity simply hovers in the air with its giant wings, staring dead at the helpless explorer without making a single move, creating a truly nightmarish encounter in the open sky. The Freshwater Leviathan. A drone flying over a completely calm river suddenly captured an absolutely massive creature swimming just below the surface, boasting the sheer size of a saltwater whale. Despite its colossal mass, the unknown beast moves with the smooth, serpentine agility of a sturgeon, proving that our inland waterways might be hiding creatures far larger than we ever thought mathematically possible. The River Behemoth. What was supposed to be a relaxing fishing trip took a terrifying turn when a gigantic prehistoric-sized crocodile emerged from the murky water to aggressively attack the cameraman's drone. Feeling threatened by the flying device, the apex predator violently snaps its massive jaws, serving as a brutal reminder that when you enter these wild rivers, you are immediately stepping into their deadly territory. The pale giant filmed cautiously from a distance, this deeply unsettling footage shows a massive, incredibly robust white creature casually wandering through a dense forest. Looking like something completely ripped out of a dark fantasy novel, this fat, lumbering beast seems totally unaware it's being watched, thriving silently in a heavily wooded area where no human dares to venture. The Shelled Relic. Caught floating down the middle of an unknown river, this bizarre biological anomaly looks like a living dinosaur equipped with a thick, round shell and razor-sharp teeth. With absolutely no context behind who filmed this or where it happened, the heavily armored creature remains a terrifying mystery, looking like an ancient carnivorous species that somehow survived extinction. The French Humanoid. On September 13th, 2023, a young woman in France looked out her apartment window and managed to film a highly disturbing, dark humanoid figure floating vertically into the sky. While skeptics are desperate to label the eerie silhouette as a highly customized drone, the sheer unnatural way it slowly elevates has fueled endless theories about anti-gravity technology or paranormal entities. The Lunar Phantom. During a rare lunar eclipse, a skywatcher's camera accidentally captured an impossibly fast, black figure soaring directly above the thick cloud layer. The dark silhouette moves with staggering velocity across the moonlit sky, leaving the bewildered witnesses completely speechless as they try to comprehend what kind of massive beast flies that high in the dead of night. The Desert Runner. This piece of vintage footage captured an extremely strange, hairy creature sprinting across a barren desert landscape with incredible speed. What makes the recording deeply terrifying is the beast's robust, neckless body that appears to completely lack a head, taking a few extra steps before stopping entirely, as if realizing it's no longer alone in the wasteland. The silver entity. While a couple was enjoying a peaceful walk across a plains area bordering a dark forest, their camera picked up a tall, incredibly slender figure with metallic silver skin standing by the trees. The pale entity casually shifts its elongated limbs, completely ignoring the humans filming it, projecting a highly unnatural and almost extraterrestrial aura that sends chills down the spine. The VHS extraterrestrial recovered from an old VHS tape recorded on a rural American's farm. This footage shows a terrifyingly tall, skinny figure standing absolutely still at the edge of the dark woods. The classic, deeply unsettling proportions of the being look identical to popular alien depictions, staring back at the cameraman with an icy indifference that proves the farm had an uninvited, otherworldly visitor. The Midnight Serpent. At exactly 3:17 a.m., a motion-activated trail camera strapped to a tree captured an absolutely colossal snake, dragging its massive body across the dark forest floor. The sheer width of the reptile is terrifying enough, but the fact that its endlessly long tail never fully comes into frame makes it incredibly horrifying to imagine crossing paths with this monster in the pitch black. The Fence Watcher. A property owner investigating noises near his farm's barbed wire fence at night was met by a pitch-black, monkey-like creature slowly creeping toward the barrier. The tense standoff feels less like encountering a wild baboon and more like facing a highly intelligent entity, one that is fully aware of the camera and aggressively defending its side of the dark woods. The restricted anomaly. Filmed just outside a rural, military-controlled, restricted zone, a brave cameraman caught a bizarre creature with a long neck and intensely glowing eyes staring out from the brush. The eerie entity remains frozen in place as the person slowly approaches, ending the video abruptly and leaving viewers to wonder if this is an escaped military experiment that the government is trying to keep hidden. The Barn Stalker. A security camera mounted on a countryside barn recorded a chilling sequence when a massive, dark-furred creature resembling a legendary werewolf confidently strutted across the property. Walking upright with an imposing posture, the beast's facial features are obscured by the night vision. But its predatory search for food proves that mythical monsters might be much more real than we want to believe. The Amazon Pursuer. During a nighttime tourist excursion deep in the Amazon River, passengers were horrified to realize that a fast-moving, pitch-black creature was swimming violently behind their boat. The unnatural, chaotic way it thrashes through the water, desperately trying to catch up to the vessel, completely destroys any sense of safety, proving that the jungle waters come alive with unseen predators at night. the zombie crawler. At 2 a.m., a trail camera hidden in an undisclosed forest triggered and captured a completely horrifying humanoid figure with skin that looks melted or entirely putrefied. With zero context provided and an appearance resembling a literal walking zombie, this grotesque anomaly stands as one of the most chilling, unexplained biological nightmares ever caught wandering the woods. The roadside ambush. A late-night drive turns into a fight-or-flight scenario when a driver spots a pale, unidentified creature standing completely still in the middle of a dark, isolated road. As the terrified driver slowly passes by, the agile beast suddenly lunges aggressively at the car before sprinting back into the forest, leaving the man screaming in absolute shock at the violent encounter.
What was that?
The subway dweller.
No. Ah! Oh God, no.
A passenger waiting for a train in the New York City subway system noticed something deeply disturbing hiding in the dark, grimy tunnels off the platform. The camera manages to focus on a horrifyingly pale face with a gaping mouth, staring directly back at the cameraman, proving that the darkest corners of human infrastructure are hiding some truly terrifying inhabitants.
What? No. Ah! Oh God, no.
The arachnid man. An explorer filming the woods at night stumbled upon pure nightmare fuel, a pitch-black entity that looks like a horrifying hybrid between a man and a giant spider. The utterly silent monstrosity stares dead at the camera before violently shifting its long, spindly limbs as if preparing to launch an attack, cutting the video off right before the situation turns fatal. The Skull Cult. Taking our #1 spot is this deeply traumatizing footage from an urban exploration in Pakistan, where the cameraman spots a dark figure with a horrifying skull-like face peeking out from a doorway. As the panicked explorers desperately try to retreat from the unmoving specter, the nightmare escalates when 3 more figures with rotting faces suddenly appear. Watching them flee from a building that is completely overrun by the supernatural